Welcome, Jackson. It's been a very, very hot day for you out there. Didn't really have a great deal to do until towards the end. Of course, got a bit frenetic, but difficult conditions in the sun. But nice to get back to winning ways.
Yeah, obviously, in the clean sheet as well. I mean, you say I didn't have a lot to do, but I'm more than happy with that. If the boys are going to defend like that,
that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. If the boys are going to put a shift in like that today, then I'm more than happy doing my job behind them.
It must be difficult. I mean, I don't want to mention the surface too much because that gets a lot of criticism anyway. But for a goalkeeper in particular, it must be difficult with the bounce, knowing where it's going to go, what's going to happen with it, and the inconsistencies for a keeper. It must be very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I mean, anyone that's on the pitch can tell you that. Anyone that's watching it can tell you that. But everyone on the pitch is having to deal with it. Obviously, if I make a mistake, it usually ends up in the net. But
that's unfortunate, isn't it, about goalkeepers? Yeah. You make one mistake, everyone remembers it for life.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're forward and miss a sitter, then that's gone the next day.
That's why we love the position so much. It's part of it.
But it was a good comeback after the loss against guys who were disappointing. We had a good crowd out there, 900 plus. You know, so how are things in the changing room generally?
Obviously, after the guys' result, everyone's down. It was obvious that it was a game that we wanted to go out and play a lot better than we did. But credit to the fans today. I thought they were brilliant, turning up in numbers again. And they really do, in that second half when we're attacking that, and they really do suck the ball down that end of the pitch with how loud they are. So credit to them. But we all knew we had to give more than what we did against Guiseley. But obviously in there now everyone's buzzing because it's put us on the right tracks again. And obviously we take one game at a time, but hopefully going into the next three, I haven't looked at the table, but hopefully we've put ourselves in a good position.
Unfortunately, I think Boston won, who one of the teams we're trying to chase. I'm not sure of the other results, but we go to Kidderminster on Monday. That'll be a difficult game. Last time we went there, we won 2-0. But you never know. Our Kettering team to play better against better teams, don't they?
Yeah, we always... I don't know what it is, I think, but we play against the better teams and, something comes and we play better. I wouldn't even say better, we just run more. And it's not saying we don't run in other games, but when we play against the better teams, results have shown this season, we get a little bit more grip between our teeth. So going into the next games, like I said, I haven't seen the table. You said Boston won today, but
I think they were winning 2-1.
I mean, games to go. We'll take everyone as it comes, but fingers crossed for the end of the season.
Because there's not many games to go now towards the end of the season, and then that will mean that you'll be finishing here with us. Maybe, I don't know. Or what's going to happen? How are things development-wise going with you?
Yeah, I mean, I've loved every minute here. Everyone's made me feel so welcome, and I can't wait, to finish the season and see where we get to. Another clean sheet today. Performances are getting better, and I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the season. I know I'll end up.
Got exciting actually.
Yeah, always is. But I'm looking forward to the break. I can say that. I am looking forward to the break, but we'll take every game as it comes. Keep putting the performance.
Do you get much feedback still from Wolves?
Yeah, they're still looking. They come to most games and they watch the footage back, and they're very happy with how I'm doing and how I'm progressing. I keep getting opportunities there to train down with the first team,
that could be good then.
So yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's I get the best of both worlds. I get to train there and then come here and play on a Saturday in front of the fans. So
Gloucester, a difficult team, weren't they, to break down eventually and win against a physical team, and made it very difficult for us, but. We did okay.
Yeah, I thought we did. I thought we played really well. Obviously, we tried to, after the Guiseley game, I think we were very one-dimensional how we played against Guiseley. We all knew that. It wasn't what we'd been told or however, but it's just how the game planned out. So we went out today just trying to be a bit more brave on the ball, and I think it showed with some of the chances we create, some little combinations we get further up the pitch, and even just playing out from the back and stuff, which is hard on our pitch, we all know that. But credit to Gloucester as well. I thought they got the ball down and played as well.
Yeah, both teams tried to play football, didn't they? None of this sort of hoofing too much like there was on Tuesday. I mean, spent a lot of time in the air against Guys, didn't it? But both teams tried to play, and it showed. It wasn't a brilliant game, but it was a good game. And for the neutral, it was a pretty good game and a good 3 points.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in. I know you want to go and have a shower and get out the heat because it's quite roasting in here as well, isn't it? But hope you continue in the fine form that you're in, and we'll see you at Kidderminster. Welcome back, Joe. Good result. It must make you feel a little bit happier than Tuesday night and keeps us in contention for the playoffs.
Yeah, very, very pleasing result. Nice to get that reaction after Tuesday night. But I think more than anything, for us, it was pleasing to see the intent from the boys to try and pass the ball. Never an easy thing to do. Obviously, a lot's been said about the surface and whatever else, but I've got to commend the boys and their bravery to try and do it. Centre half stepping out to try and get on the ball. And although a game with not a massive amount of chances, the one little bit of quality obviously led to the penalty and leads to us winning the game, which is very, very important. So credit to him.
Well dispatched also by Youngstead, wasn't it, as well, sending the keeper the wrong way, and he hit it with venom, didn't he?
Yeah, it's nice to get one as well.
It is.
Only
our second at home this season. The last one was 2nd of January,
really,
which we missed. But got the rebound. But yes, we don't get many, and I think we've only missed one this season, so that's not so bad. But yeah, great result and different style of play, wasn't it? I was talking to Jackson Smith a few moments ago, and he was saying that both teams try to play the ball around a little bit more on that surface, which is difficult, obviously, rather than lumping it, which was one-dimensional against Guysy. Was that something that you said in training beforehand, or is that just a different approach completely?
Well, we haven't had a chance to train, to be perfectly honest, with the backlog of games and the amount that you've got in such a short space of time. We want to try and look after the boys' legs because they really are having to put it in. Obviously, the gaffer spoke to them beforehand, and it's who we are. Us as a management staff, it's the way we want to play, it's the way we want to do things. You've got to control the controllables in football matches, and on Tuesday, you're not in control of games like that. And even in games we've won here, you're still not in control of the game. Sometimes it comes down to a set piece or something like that, and you need that little bit of quality at that moment. But today, at times, it felt like we had more control of what was going on. If you've got the ball in a certain area, teams have got to do something in terms of their shape to try and counteract what you're doing, which leaves spaces. And these boys sometimes don't get the opportunity to show how good they actually are. In training, they've really impressed us. We've got some technically very good players, and they've not been allowed to present that on match days. It will come in time. It's not a process that's going to happen like that, but it's something that we believe we can do, and it's something that we want to do. And Gaffer believes in this group. He believes in what we've got, and we will improve and we will get better. Obviously, when you win games, it changes the perception sometimes. When you score goals, it changes perceptions, but at the same time, it's all hopefully steering in the right direction.
Kidderminster on Monday, just two days away, on a very good surface, so we should be able to play our skilled players there, isn't there? Any reason why Daly wasn't in? Was he injured?
Yeah, well, to be fair to Liam, he's played a lot of minutes in a short space of time, and don't get me wrong, he's been outstanding for us. So yeah, today's just one too many, but obviously he'll come back into it soon enough. But then saying that, I thought Chris Smith come into the side and was outstanding alongside the other two, Coops and Jono, that have been immense in recent weeks. And we're a tough nut to crack in that element with regards to those boys. And it says a lot about the squad we've got, really.
It's a small squad, isn't it? I mean, Saul wasn't in the lineup today either, was he? Is he injured or?
No. So again, it's just a case of we've only having 5 on the bench at any given time. Obviously, Liam was a late one. So obviously we go with what we've got with a goalkeeper. But it doesn't matter who goes in there. We've got a really talented squad. Yes, it's small and it's shallow, but it's packed with quality. You see the subs that come on. Yeah. Your goal scorer comes off the bench. Jack Smith's gone into midfield and offered a different composure.
He's improving game by game, isn't he, Jack Smith?
He's a good lad, and the thing is, he's learning. He's a young lad coming on loan and is applying his trade here. And he will get better. He'll make mistakes, same as any lad, but he's got a lot of quality, and I'm excited to see how he moves forward.
Again, you mentioned it there as a young lad. The team is very young. We've said it before, haven't we? It is a young team, and when you stand next to them and look at them, they are kids, aren't they?
Some of them. I think there's a couple of lads that will thank you for that. Well, they'll thank you for that one. And this is the thing. Look, we want to win every game, same as everybody else. But sometimes with young groups, you get confident, you get momentum, it pushes with you, and sometimes you don't quite hit the same level week in, week out. Consistency does come to a degree of experience and age. But there's one thing them lads cannot be questioned on ever, and that is their application to what we do. In training, in games, before and after, they've been absolutely tremendous. And don't get me wrong, Tuesday was very disappointing. Very disappointing. Definitely. We were all disappointed, but at the same time, it weren't through a lack of trying. The stats showed that they ran just as much in that game as they had done the games previously. Sometimes it don't fall for you, especially when you're having to play a certain way. But today, we tried to mix it up. But again, with young lads, you've got to be brave. And the one thing is today, to play that way, you had a group of boys that were willing to give it a go. And at times we did it. Did it work every time? No. I'm afraid I ain't going to. But they will get better. And, we believe in them, and we'll keep trying our best to improve. Obviously, we've got a really nice, easy one Monday. But we'll
followed by another easy one on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. But this division is... Every game is difficult, and genuinely, it's not a cliche. We are only looking at the next one because it is ridiculously tight. People are going to drop points, as we've seen. So you worry about the one in front of you. You worry about what you're doing, and as I said earlier, you control what you can control, and then we'll see.
Yeah, we've got a few tough games today. Kidderminster on Monday, Gateshead, and then Fylde. I mean, it doesn't come much harder than that, does it, really?
No, but that's what you're in the division for. I'd much rather be in that position, fighting to get in the playoffs, which, from what people are telling me around the place, wasn't expected at this stage of the season. But at the same time, while we're in it,
I think the bookies had us down as relegation fodder, and most people just wanted mid-table obscurity to survive.
Yeah,
you know,
that's why you don't bet. But at the same time, look, we want to be competitive in every game. We want to go there Monday, and we want to give it our best shot, and we're going to keep trying. Will we make mistakes Monday? Yes. Will everything go right? No. But we're going to try, and then we move to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Everyone is going to drop points between now and the end of the season. So all you can do is worry about what you do with your players and what you've got at your disposal, and see where it takes us. And let's keep enjoying it while we can.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to go and enjoy myself out of this hot studio in a moment, because it's quite rifling. Great performance. Great to have you in here, and let's hope we can carry on the good vibes at Kidderminster on Monday.
Let's hope so. Thanks ever so much.